All right, all right. Welcome back, everyone, to Beyond Boardroom Business. I'm your host, Coach Stephanie, and I'm so thrilled that you're here to join me. I have an inspiring episode tonight. I can't wait for you all to meet Miss Cassandra Reed, and she is the owner of Konnect Services. She's a certified life coach. She has so much, she's a trailblazer, and I had to have her on this show. So, without further ado, let me get started. But let me remind you all about Beyond Boardroom Business. This is the podcast where I interview trailblazers, small business owners, entrepreneurs, people who make America great, honestly. And this episode is going to inspire you, motivate you, because she is so powerful with making transformations for her clients. And so, without further ado, let me go ahead and get Miss Cassandra Reed started. Greetings, greetings. How are you today?
I am wonderful, Stephanie. How are you?
I am feeling fabulous as always. You're looking beautiful
Good.
as always.
Thank you.
Always.
Same to you.
Thank you so much. So I am so thrilled again that you are here on Beyond the Boardroom Business. I mean, when I saw you, when I met you, and you were hosting that event, I said, look at her. This is someone that I have to connect with because, you were just in your element. It was so natural for you, and you made sure all eyes were on you. That was very powerful.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
please tell everyone, who is Cassandra Reed?
Well, again, I am a coach. I specialize in transformations, whether it's in life, career, or business. And we pretty much help people connect, right? Literally to either themselves, their passions, and their dreams. So whether they're looking to start a business, get a promotion, join the workforce, or just improve themselves personally, that is what I love doing. And that's the basis of Konnect Services at its heart. We're community based. Although we do hold virtual sessions, we are growing roots out here as well.
Okay, well, how long have you been in existence?
So we Konnect Services have been in existence for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
However, my background extends further beyond that. I'm going to say over a decade in just the transformation area in itself, with different management positions and helping people find careers that they're best suited for in my time during recruiting and staffing. So it's just 2 years for the business, but for my passion that I've been growing and developing, definitely over a decade.
Well, what got you started in that industry?
So I've been coaching by a different name for quite some time.
Okay.
So as my passion is to help people help themselves, in all my positions, that's what I've been doing. I've been assisting people to either improve skill sets or try something different, right? Figure something out that they haven't even thought of that may help them get from point A to point B. Um,
Okay.
Within that, I was introduced to coaching as a manager with at a call center that was helping with Netflix customer service. They
Wow.
taught coaching, and from there, I was hooked. I was hooked, but couldn't find anybody else in management that was doing it. So after so many years of trying to find it, I was like, I can be what I need.
Okay. Well, and so what is your ultimate goal with the business?
Konnect Services is a pillar, is a foundation that I want to continue to grow to help people connect. So whether it's through business connections and introductions so that people can be exposed to different walks of life, as well as helping them connect inwardly so that they're prepared for that next step that they're even making connections with or introductions into as well.
Okay, so how does a person find you? What are they seeking? Or do they go online looking for life coach, or how do they find you?
All of the above. Hopefully, if we did it right, there's life coach, personal development, career coaching, business coaching, and they're going to find us. Our website is connectcoaching.com.
Okay.
We are also listed on Yelp, Google. We're on LinkedIn, as well as on Facebook, which is Connect Services, and then we're on Instagram at Connect Coaching.
Are you always seeking uh, coaches to help you with your establishment?
So, yes, because I can't do it all, my mission is bigger than me alone. So, yes, I connect with other coaches who are on the same mission, and we collaborate, whether they're joining Connect Services as a transformation coach themselves, or we're collaborating on outside activities such as networking, public speaking events, workshops, and things of that nature, so that we can all do the work, because again, the mission is bigger than one person and one company.
That is so true. So, Cassandra, what do you do to relax and just chill?
What is that these days, right? No. um, I like to turn my brain off. And when I say turn my brain off, I like to find a fun activity that won't allow my brain to stay fixated on a new project or stressors or whatnot. So that includes reading. You know, I'm passionate about reading. It's not just my last name. I do it to educate myself, but also there are times where you just have to pick up a fictional book, and just escape. And then music therapy. And when I say music therapy, I mean I'm playing my old school jams that I grew up with, some new ones that touched my heart, and I just escape my thoughts.
Yeah, that is so cool. So you have me time every day, or you look forward to the weekend? How do you do it?
I implement it daily. I am a two-time concussion survivor, so some of
Oh,
the
wow.
tips and tricks that I learned in recovery is effective to rest your brain. We are programmed in the US to go 8 hours nonstop, and you're not doing anything if you're not saying, I did 8 straight hours of something. When in all actuality, the studies state that a focused mind needs a break in order to get get the energy back up, right? So
Mhm.
during the day, I may take about 10 minutes to meditate. And
Yeah.
then on my lunch break, I'm listening to music,
Wow.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say it's just a daily routine for me. And even during my sessions, I play frequency music,
Yeah.
music to bring money or whatever my client's goal is. I try to find a frequency that's going to attune so that we can just, all forces are working and gearing to helping our clients and myself accomplish goals.
I love that. I often listen to Hertz 432, and when I meditate, I have my incense burning, and just if I can, the window open to get the fresh air. It's just beautiful to be able to unwind and like you said, just stop thinking, just let the brain relax.
Yes.
It
We
is.
often find what we're looking for when we're not looking, right? So just giving
Mhm.
that
So
off time. Yeah.
you're right. Like when you mentioned meditating, people think that the answers necessarily come at that time. It might not. It's when doing something else and you're not thinking about it, and then all of a sudden those downloads just hit you. You know.
Yes. Listen, so doing that and then sitting in a session with a client, and then because we're human, right? We get
Right.
hit with epiphanies and we're like, you know what, that may work for my other thing that I'm working on or for another client. It's everything that we do, we're attracting what we need and we want as we walk the walk, right? We can't be walking opposite direction of where we're trying to go. So the music therapy for me, the hertz frequencies, all the things that keep me calm, cool, and centered it's helping me to continuously transform instead of being so driven, I should say, that
Okay.
I'm running myself into the ground on a daily basis to where I am
Um,
of no use to someone else.
okay. Now you mentioned 2 concussions.
Yeah.
Now, how did you go through that and get through that?
So this is my version of the story, so we can keep it lighthearted. But two people decided to drive their cars into mine, and
Oh,
that shook my head up a little bit. The first concussion was undiagnosed a long time because they considered the car accident. People fail to realize that a tap in the car is just as significant as shaking baby syndrome, right? My head is jerking, my brain is moving around. So
right.
in itself was overlooked because my head didn't hit anything.
Wow.
I was going through so many things of brain fog, and I'm like, I've never had to study. I've never had to work so hard to concentrate and focus as I did when I was full blown into my concussions, because not only was it a concussion, it lingered into post concussion syndrome, which
Whoa.
lasts for some people it's ongoing, but 3 to 5 years is the range where doctors are like, okay, once you hit that fifth year, they're like, you are what you are. So got healed from, or what I thought was healed from, the first concussion. The second driver decided to drive their vehicle into mine, and there's another full blown concussion,
Wow.
which
How soon between the concussions? What?
3 years.
Oh, wow. This
3 years,
when you.
all while trying to build Connect services and work my mission. So I've been working the business for quite some time, but I'll say we planted our feet and open for about 2 years now.
Okay,
So
so that's something else. That shows how strong you are and how driven you are, because that could make the average person want to just stop and give up.
yes, I even created I don't want to say a service because it is piggybacking, but I advertise and I let people know that even as business owners, we still have to show up, right? But it's no shame in seeking that additional help, because now I know what those who go through TBIs experience. Because a concussion, I never thought of it this way until I had to. A concussion is a traumatic brain injury.
It is.
And I was trying to go, 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 because recruiting and staffing is that fast money world. And that's what I'm used to, just
Right.
pushing and pushing and pushing. And then my doctor was like, you can't. You have to give yourself the grace to heal. So I offered the service so I can help other families support other individuals with TBI, because I couldn't even open email. Couldn't. Paying
Wow.
bills was a stressor. It was an automatic migraine. Still can't get all the words out right, but those are other some lingering symptoms. But a concussion is more serious than people recognize,
Yeah.
and as you said, it can make people just sit still because
Yeah.
nobody else around gets it. Because I still
Well,
look like this. I still was able
right.
to talk, but it's like no one sees your invisible wounds. They just know that you should be doing better. So
Oh, wow.
I provide the support that I needed during my transformation through that phase of my time. So for families who, someone who just got into a car accident, they don't know how they're going to figure out how to keep the business going. They don't know how to tell their family what to do. That's what we're here for as well. We're not
Oh,
just here for the singular entrepreneur starting a business, but when life happens, we're here to help you transform during that period so that you can sustain and excel.
yes, that's what I was going to ask you. What does your average client look like? What are they experiencing that they have come to you?
It depends on the area, right? So
Okay.
life right now during this post-pandemic upcoming recession slash all the other political things we dare not mention, they are seeking some type of guidance. They know that they cannot afford to stay where they're at financially, mentally, and or emotionally. So they're seeking that, how do I stop myself from staying here and get to the next promotion, right? But some of the work starts within, because Boomshika cannot go to work popping off and expect to get a promotion or a raise, right? So that's that personal reflection of, you might have been raised in the environment, but let's backtrack and see if that mindset is what's going to help you excel in said promotion that you're seeking, right?
Okay.
So those areas when it comes to career, okay, so Keisha has the promotion, right? And but she is trying to figure out how now to work with these individuals who used to see her as a coworker versus supervisor.
I see.
So yeah, we can work backwards. We can help people again excel to the other side. Boom, she could be the vice president. With start with coaching services, it's just helping her see things from a different perspective, because they say, um, help me, Coach Stephanie. I may not get it right, but it pretty much, unless you leave your home, you can never truly grow, right? So if you can afford to travel, coaching can be that bridge, the connection to help people see the world differently, and then maybe they can get to travel because now they're not blocking the promotions, the relationships. They're not self-sabotaging anymore.
That part. Why do people self-sabotage?
Why? For my research and my understanding is a big question for it, but I don't think people know why.
Okay.
Right? It's done unintentionally. It's just a behavior that we do, but we don't know why. It's kind of like breathing. We don't know why we breathe. We just know we came in the world doing it. And if we stop, our world is going to change drastically. But how do you break down breathing to better understand that you need it in order to survive? You may not need to put the pollutants in your lungs that's affecting your breathing, but you just need to actually breathe. So that's, we reteach the concept of what they're doing so that they can better understand the why. So
Okay.
self-sabotaging, I don't like interviews. I could have sat still all day dreading the spotlight. Let me not say I don't like interviews. I don't like the spotlight. I am a behind the scenes, get my hands dirty, get the work done, and then come back and do it another day. Um, so, but instead of sitting there like, oh my gosh, she asked me for what I've been seeking, right? A spotlight, and now it's here.
Right.
And I sat here all day and freaked out and just thought about it way too much. But I packed my day. I packed my day so that I didn't sit here and freak out, so that when I spoke to you, I'm comfortable, because that's what you deserve, for us both to have a reflective and intellectual conversation, so I can be present instead of, oh my gosh, how do I look? How do
And
I
you were
sound? Bloopers, So thank you.
so let me ask you this. When a person comes to you to help them, how long does it normally take on average to seek the answers that they're after?
It depends on the individual. There is no cookie cutter thing. I like to tell people there is nothing you can share with us, a goal, a problem, or issue that you'll be judged for, because I guarantee the next person, the last person, the other people, they're going through the same thing. And when we open ourselves up to say, hey, this is what I'm battling, then people can give us what we need to win the war.
That's true.
It's so. one person may need something and they're going to get it, right? Or they think they're going to get it, and it may take longer because they're like, I don't see it. The horse tied to the lawn chair. What's keeping it there?
Okay.
It's the mentality. Until we get that breakthrough, we can't move anywhere. So again, some people are more in tune with where they're going, and some people just need some help finding the road.
I see. I see. And I know as a coach, you help them where they are to get them to where they're going, and you're not a psychiatrist. So, as a coach, you focus on helping them accomplish their goals, correct?
Correct. We, as a coach, we do not yesteryears. We do not touch on childhood traumas. And let me go back. And my apologies, Stephanie. I'll give you more concrete answer as far as the time frame. Um,
Okay.
we have coaching programs that go from 30 days to 90 days. And then some people want to continue just a check-in monthly. So that's a year-long program to continuously help support them. Now, repeat the last question. My apologies.
I was so into what you were just saying. I don't know what I just go from what
Oh, I
comes
do
to
know. I know what you're I know what it is. As a coach, we do not touch on yesteryears. We touch on the today. So whatever your issue is today and what's blocking you today, we'll work through it and give you additional tools to build better habits so you don't deal with it. But in understanding the psychology of it, we leave that to, again, the therapist, those who are credentialed in that field. We even have forms if we find out the individual is receiving support and assistance on that end for their therapist, psychologist, whomever, to sign off that our services will not conflict with the services they're already receiving. We understand that some things we may challenge or ask may be triggering. So until they get the blessing of the therapist, we don't want to touch on things because coaching is about accountability. And if I can't hold you accountable, then I don't want you to waste your money. One of your diagnoses may say, my ADHD today will not let me focus. And I'm like, but you signed the paper.
Right, right. Okay. So, can you help clients all over the country, or do they have to be face to face for your services?
Our services are nationwide right now, so we do not need everyone to be physically face to face. We do offer video coaching sessions. We prefer and recommend the video, the face to face, so we can see the smiles. We can support through the tears. I tell my coaching clients, if we're not going through a range of emotions, then we're not transforming. I'll quit you unwillingly.
That is powerful, and that shows your
But I'm
authenticity.
supporting. Sometimes it just happens, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes, because if you ask my younger self with 4 brothers and no sisters, I don't cry. What is this, right? But I'm so passionate about my purpose that through the growth and the struggles, I empathize and I can feel what my clients are navigating through, which better helps support it. So video recommended. We also do phone call if necessary. And then if local to the south side of Atlanta area, we can do in person as well.
Wow. Beautiful. I love it. What would you like to leave the viewers? What kind of tips as far as having a successful business?
Having a successful business means to me, think smarter, not harder.
Ooh,
That's the
nice.
true key. We can do the hard work, but we need to make sure it's the smartest play that we have. Sometimes we need to delegate. Sometimes we actually need to go get our hands dirty as well.
Ooh, yes. So true. That is so true. Okay, well, I appreciate it. And how can everyone find you?
Again, you can check us out at connectcoaching.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at Connect Coaching and also on Facebook, which is under Connect Services.
Awesome. And
Oh,
Connect
wait,
is
almost forgot.
name.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say we are also hosting Connection Networking events April 9th.
Case, Cassandra. I really love the name of your business, which is connectcoaching.com or Connect Services LLC. But Connect is spelled with a K. And what inspired you to spell it that way?
Uniqueness. I wanted to stand out in the crowd and make sure people understood that our mission above all is to connect, whether it's the business name or just acts that we're performing. That's what it is. And just to clarify, the business name is Connect Services. The website is just under connectcoaching.com.
Awesome. Connect Coaching with a K.com for the internet. And the name of the business is Connect Services LLC. Thank you so much, Ms. Cassandra Reed. I really appreciate you joining me. And do you have any last words to close out this episode?
Thank you, Coach Stephanie, for giving me the chance to be in the spotlight as much as I've been asking for it. You've made it very, very easy and comfortable. So I appreciate you for that.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. You know that.
Yes,
All right, and thank you so much. Take
you're
care now.
welcome. Bye
All
bye.
right. Uh-huh. All right, everyone. And again, I want to thank you all for being a part of Beyond Boardroom Business. Again, that episode with Cassandra Reed was amazing. I need you all to look her up and make sure you tell your friends and family about her services because you won't be disappointed. So thank you all. And I look forward to you all joining me on the next episode of Beyond Boardroom Business. Thank you so